I am Professor Nodimele Atuloma from Babcock University, Ileshan-Remo in Ogun State in Nigeria. Well, I am engaged in teaching and research here at Babcock University, and my area of specialization is public health and health promotion. I attended this grant writing course, which was facilitated by Professor Bright Mwaru. It was excellently presented. In fact, the course is an essential toolkit that any serious researcher would need to build their reputation. The presenter, Professor Mwaru, did an excellent job because he articulated this grant writing based on his vast experience of grant writing. Most striking and interesting aspect of the course was the skill provided by the content for us to identify what the funders actually require from us when we apply. The nuggets and the thoroughness with which the course contents were delivered was also impressive. He had this very unique teaching method which enabled collaboration between those who registered for the course. We had to go into breakout sessions using the Zoom. It was excellent. Content perfect. He actually invested time to develop this content for everyone. I would strongly recommend anyone who is engaged in research and needs funding to attend this course. It runs twice a year or so, and he has invested quite a lot of time as a busy person to carry out this community service. Thank you very much, Prof, for inviting us and giving us the opportunity of having this course as one of our skills. So those who are looking for grants, I would recommend this particular course for you. Thank you very much.
Greetings to you all. My name is Juliet Passy, a Zimbabwean by nationality, but currently a senior lecturer in the Department of Communication at the Namibia University of Science and Technology in Namibia. I was also one of the participants in the research funding and grant writing course. A whole new experience for me, I must say. On the first day, I almost quit because I thought the course was quite rigorous. But on the second day, I just thought maybe I should just soldier on and see what the course has to offer. And I don't regret having made that decision. Not only was the course informative and educative, it was also practical and hands-on. And thanks to Prof. Nwaru, the facilitator's novel teaching methods, he was very simple in his approach, very patient, and he had to explain certain things over and over again until we understood them. And what I found unique about this course was that it was an all-embracing course. We had participants from different backgrounds, different professions, but we were able to come together, work in groups, and I think it was this diversity that strengthened our discussions, and we were able to achieve our goal by the end of the week. Each group was able to come up with a solid proposal that they presented to the whole team. And personally, I learned a lot from the other group's presentations. And the course was actually well structured. It was presented in a logical manner. And for me, I didn't know anything about grant writing. But by the end of the week, I could write an introduction We also went through the background. We went through the objectives, the aims. We went through the significance. We went through the methods, the budget structure, and I think it was an amazing experience for all of us. And let me just say, for us as scholars in Africa, this is what we need, because we need African solutions to our African challenges. And for us to be able to raise the next generation of African scientists with essential competencies to drive Africa's developmental and transformational agenda through innovative scientific research. This is the course that we need, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone. There is a lot to learn, I think.
Hello everyone, I am Adir Mohammed Abdelkader, Assistant Professor in Nursing Education. I would like to present my thankful to all people who organize and execute the 1 week full day intensive course on research funding and grant writing. I was so lucky and proud to attend this distinguished course in terms of depth and breadth of learning material provided. Also, this course gives me opportunity to exchange and acquire new ideas and knowledge from diverse learning backgrounds and diverse specialties of scholars. Also, I learned from this course how do I find the appropriate funding for my research work. Moreover, regarding teaching approach, it was very innovative and interactive through utilization of group presentation of nuggets and virtual work in breakout sessions. Last but not least, I highly recommend this course to all colleagues. Thank you.
Hello out there, my name is Christian Akolache. I'm from University of Ghana. My country of origin is Ghana. My profession is a non-educator, and my current position is Deputy Director. What I like about the course, the rating, I would say it is superb. Very fantastic and marvelous because of the way it was handled. The most interesting thing about it is that the breakout sessions were so nice, and also the nuggets. I like the breakout session simply because it encourages teamwork and there is networking among the colleagues. The approach, I like the pedagogy because as an instructor or an educator, I got to know that when you are instructing, the learner must be able to get the correct way of approach, and so I like the pedagogy. And will I recommend this course? Yes, I will do so anytime, any day, anywhere. And what I take home as another way of learning is that it makes me reminisce what Charles Darwin said, that it is not the strongest of the animal species or the most intelligent that survive, but it is the most responsive to change. Thank you.
Hello there, my name is Dorothy Obengo. I teach pastors in Moffat Bible College in Kijabe, Kenya. I am a counseling psychologist. I've been a lecturer. I've taught mathematics. And overall, how did you like the course? I really did like this course. Professor Naru taught us this one on Africa Scholar Grant Writing course. I'm in a journal club here in Kenya where I saw the advertisement, and when I saw his name, I said, I've heard this man before. So I signed up for it, and I'm really glad I joined it. It was very interesting, very informative. And what in the course was the most interesting thing to you? I heard him say that usually politicians get a lot of money to do things, to build schools and all that, but how about researchers, like getting that money to be able to come up with new things, and that really interested me. Professor Naru has this way of telling many stories and examples that helped us understand about grant application, and I'm really glad he did that. In addition, we had these nuggets to work on as a group and to present before the others in class, and it really helped us in the group work. Actually, in the group work, we were mixed from different countries and different academic professions, so that I think the older, the ones who are with PhDs can help the younger ones to come up like us, and we are really grateful. It really helped us to be paired up like that, and we are also paired with other peer groups so that they can help each other, from group to group. And the case studies and the examples were really, really good, and they really helped us. So what do you recommend the course to other? Absolutely, African scholars must have the opportunity to learn from Professor Naru, and for this opportunity that he has come up with, and to learn together, to be able to develop Africa. I think that is what I would say. I would really encourage other people. Actually, my husband is really wishing he attended with me, but I know he was busy. Any additional words? I just want to thank Professor Naru. Thank you for this very informative and very helpful course. I'm ready to register to do a PhD, and I know I'll how do I say it? I know once I get money, I'll be able to apply to register, and I know this is going to really help me. But I thank you for the opportunity, and thank you also for asking me to share a little. My background: I'm married to Tom, and we have 2 daughters.
I'm a PhD student at Babcock University, Nigeria. I've worked as a public health specialist with non-governmental organization for over a decade, and it was my first time attending a scientific grant writing course. It was a learning phase. The course was a learning phase, an eye-opener and an impactful course for me. The course was also apt for me because I'm currently getting into the thesis writing phase of my PhD program. All aspects of the course was interesting for me, especially the group work breakout sessions, where I was opportune to work with diverse African scholars to develop a grant application. In addition, the approach used during the teaching was appropriate as it involves enormous critical thinking. It was really engaging, such that my group members often skip our break session to get the tasks assigned to our group done. And of course, this enhanced learning. I would recommend this course to all my colleagues because I learned from the course that science requires grants to conduct meaningful research, which can also positively impact Africa at large. The reason for this is because during the grant application process, the project would have been identified to be an impactful project before it is awarded a grant. I would want to appreciate the entire team of African Science Frontiers Initiative, especially the convener of the initiative, Professor Bright Nwaru, and the co-convener Eman Sub, for creating time to build the capacity of African scholars with crucial scientific skills required to conduct impactful projects. I have been a beneficiary of their seminar in time past. I feel I have learned the rudiment of scientific grant writing. I'm willing to also go back and sit with the courseware in order to build on what I have learned and put it into use. I also desire to share what I have learned with upcoming researchers. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Adnan Bahafuddin Shafiu, a lecturer with the University for Development Studies, Department of Agriculture and Food Economics, from Ghana, an agricultural economist. I've had the opportunity to participate in one-week-long research funding and grant writing. It was an interesting period. Especially, I have come to realize that grant writing is not a fanfare, but rather a welfare. and all along, efforts have been put in place to write and win grants. But I have come to realize that it's not just about putting documents together, but it's about being able to know what the funding agents are interested in, what they are into, and again, the possible outcomes that you are coming out with. How relevant are they to the country and the world at large? I will say that I was so inspired with the way and manner in which the program was handled, especially to Professor Bright, who is a frontier for this very program. The sections were well organized, where you have to break into various sections, make a lot of contributions on your own, especially the August period, the period where we do the August, and again where we are expected to write a research funding and grant on some thematic areas. I will say that the programs, all in all, was a very good one, and I know with the knowledge acquired and research funding and grant writing also being an integral part of one's career, it was a wonderful period, and I'm sure that a lot have been learned by me, which I'll put into use. I will therefore recommend, or I will say that I've already recommended many to join this program as and when it's been announced. It was a very interesting moment. I've had opportunity to work with people from various fields and from different countries. And as I speak with you, we are still together as a body, aiming at developing a very strange research proposal that could bring in funding for our universities and we as individuals, and again give us that visibility in our country and beyond. Thank you very much. I will recommend every individual who wants to learn well as to how to write a research fund and grant to take part in this very program anytime, anywhere it is being organized. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Emilia Pinto. I'm from Mozambique. I'm a physician. I did anesthesia, pain management, and now I'm finishing my PhD in palliative care. I'm working in Maputo Central Hospital at the pain and palliative care service. I'm the director of the pain and palliative care service in Mozambique. I like the course because I'm doing just in this month. I must write a grant writing, but I said, wow, how can I write it? How can I convince that my work is the best? How can I explain what do I need? So during this course I was able to understand everything. In Portuguese we call ABC of the grant writing. There are too many important things that I really didn't know, and I had the opportunity to know how to write it. One of the most important things to me during this course was the methodology that was used. First I said, wow, it's too much time, but the way that it was, the theory and the practice and the working groups, it was very, very interesting. And one of the most important things to me in this course was to be with two men researchers, all of them with different ideas, but at the end we go through in one idea, and this was very interesting. I really recommend this course, mainly for those who never learn about it, but even for those who have did this course or who have learned about this course, I recommend it because we have opportunity to learn more and more. I'd like to say thank you so much for this opportunity, and now I'm going to start writing my grant writing. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Dr. Mrs. Ibachi Chinagoro. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Anatomy, University of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I want to share my experience with you on the course I had on May 24th to 28th, 2021. The course was on grant writing organized by African Science Frontier Initiative, coordinated by Professor Bright Nwaro. Generally speaking, those of us in academic know that when it comes to grant writing and winning grants, it seems like a hard nut to crack. But in this course, Professor Bright Nwaro was able to simplify, dissect all the step-by-step processes involved in granting grants, even to a layman's understanding. That he did. In this course, we were about 60 participants from different parts of Africa. The beautiful thing about this course was the grouping he did. He grouped us into different groups. At the end of each teaching, he takes us to a group to work on a topic, write a grant, develop it. And that was like a hands-on training to me. I called that do it yourself training. It was great. Another part of the course that was interesting to me was the issue of budgeting. Prior to this program, I never knew that budgeting is a serious business when it comes to grant writing. But Professor Bright Nwaro was able to simplify the steps involved in budgeting to all of us appreciation. Everybody appreciated it. I want to recommend this course to my friends, my colleagues, fellow researchers out there to be part of this course. We need this course to develop ourselves in grant writing, in winning grants, and also educating our students. So I encourage you to register in this course because to me, it was a life-changing opportunity for me. The best decision I've ever made in life was partaking in this course. I want to say a big thank you to the organizers of this course, especially to Professor Bright Nwaro, for granting me the opportunity to participate in this course. Thank you, Prof.
My name is Baba Sedu. I'm a senior lecturer in the School of Mathematical Sciences at the CKT University of Technology and Applied Sciences in Navrongo, Ghana, West Africa. I was privileged to attend the grant proposal writing course organized by the African Science Frontier Initiative. The course was actually very well planned and well delivered. I enjoyed it so much. What I enjoyed most in the course was the hands-on training approach that's adopted. This was the first of its kind that I attended where hands-on training was given. Not only were the guidelines for proposal grant writing were presented systematically, but we, the participants, were also guided to apply those guidelines in choosing appropriate funders and writing candidate proposals for grants. I think that this course has given me a first-hand exposure to the processes involved in writing proposals for grants, and I'm actually motivated to learn more and apply these skills and knowledge that I gained during this week-long workshop to explore further and start applying for grants. I would highly recommend all colleagues who seek to advance their research careers to look out for future workshops on grant proposal writing by the African Science Frontier Initiative. I also recommend that managements of African universities should consider engaging experienced grant proposal writers like Professor Bright for a more comprehensive training of their new and younger staff. These workshops, I believe, will help the next generation of African researchers to realize their goal and potential, and then to help them contribute their quota towards the development of Mother Africa in particular, and the world as a whole. Finally, I wish to say a very big thank you to Professor Bright Nwaru and his team for the good work done. Please keep it up. May God bless you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to share my experience with African Science Frontiers also. My name is Hiba from Egypt. I'm a researcher at the National Institute of Oceanography and Fisheries at Marine Environment Division. I just finished the training course, research funding and grant writing. It was very useful and interesting for me. I was impressed with the explanation of how to get grants, how to get money to provide research ideas, suggestions, advanced technology, publications, and so on. The content was very great. Also, I'm interested in group sessions with different countries, interest areas, background, and experience. This course made me satisfied with grant writing, especially to reduce many and different obstacles in budget writing. This training course was very well given and highly organized. I like to see collaborations between African scientists. I definitely recommend this training course to all colleagues in Egypt and Africa. Really, an excellent training course for everyone which is interested in promoting skills, building capacity, and experience to get grant. My big thanks to Professor Wright for his great effort to support cooperations. He is pushing all participants to get part in activities. Many thanks to African Science Volunteers for allowing the opportunity to be a part of this successful training course. I would like to attend the other training courses organized by highly professional speaker Dr. Pratt. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Folusho Agulana from Nigeria. I work with the Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, CRIN, and I'm a researcher that deals with climate smart agriculture. I'm a senior research fellow with CRIN. The Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria is a national institution. CRIN today has the mandate to conduct research on 5 crops, namely cocoa, cola, coffee, cashew, and tea throughout the country. The institute maintains bilateral relationship with international organizations that deal with cocoa and the other mandate crops. It also has linkages with other national agricultural research institutes, the state and national agencies through which its technologies are disseminated. Over the years, the institute has recorded major breakthroughs in research work that has enhanced the production and utilization of byproducts of the mandate crops. Recently, I completed a diploma program in research ethics with the Center for Bioethics and Research. And some of the principles I learned during my diploma program, I'm applying these ethical principles in my research and dealings with farmers. And the ideas I learned in this present course will also help me in this regard. This course was interesting, and it was interesting attending the course as it afforded me the opportunity to interact with researchers from other parts of Africa. The discussions were instructive, they were illuminating, and also educative. We were taught to be dogged, focused, determined, and never allow failure or challenges to discourage us anytime we apply for research funding or write for grants. The breakout sections were particularly enlightening as we interacted with different researchers from different parts of Africa. Then some of the tidbits given during the course, for instance, never give up, are motivations that will help me overcome in pursuit of my career goals. The most interesting aspect of the course was Professor Bright Nwaru's nuggets. They served as a great booster to me in particular. There was always a positive take home at the end of each class or lecture. The approach was good. The approach used in teaching the course was quite good, as participants were able to interact and share thoughts and ideas together. Also, I would like to recommend this course and some others to my colleagues. The course will tremendously help them as it has helped me as a person. I want to thank the organizers for the opportunity granted me to take part in the course, and I look forward to participating in some other courses in future. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Dr. C.O. Migwe. I work with the University of Nigeria. I am a Nigerian. I'm a veterinarian by profession. And currently, I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Animal Health and Production, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, University of Nigeria. I'd like to talk to you about the ASFI grant writing course. This course is a very inevitable course for all members of academia. The course was taught in a way that it was very interesting to me, and I learned so much about how to have a successful grant proposal writing. A lot of things were taught which made me to be very happy, as I can now on my own attempt to write a very successful grant proposal. I recommend this course to all my colleagues who in one way or the other may be finding it very difficult to write a grant proposal. When you attend this course, I am sure your problem will be solved. Thank you so much for your audience.
Hello, my name is Selmela Amin from Sudan. I currently live in Finland. I'm a medical doctor and I have PhD in epidemiology and doctoral degree in community medicine. During my long years of working, long years of studying, I always had problems with filling up applications for funding and writing proposals. A friend of mine recommended this course for me, and I was lucky to get a place to attend. The course had two parts, one part of teaching, the other part working within a group, and I enjoyed both. If I start with the teaching part, our teacher was wonderful, and the coursing material were clearly written and well presented, and the teacher had the ability to maintain the discussion. Also, the attendees had different background and they came from different countries and worked for different organizations of ministries or even universities. The other part that I enjoyed also was the group, working within a group. We shared our experiences, informations, and we had our proposal done and presented on the last day. I not only enjoyed the course, I had new information that I didn't even know. Although I have been long years of studying. I recommend this course for all Africans that are interested in writing proposals working within the field of research, and also for non-Africans. You will never regret that. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Omotola Somi. I work as a researcher at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, Lagos, Nigeria. I was very happy to be selected as one of the participants for the research funding and rights writing course that was organized by Professor Bryce Iwaru and his team. I like to say that I found the course very enriching, very insightful. It built my capacity of course in the area of grant writing effective grant applications. I found the course very interesting because it exposed me to the nitty-gritty of grant writing and how to write effective applications. I love the hands-on experience. I love the way the course was implemented because it was like a practical approach was used. We were divided into groups. We had groups and sessions where we worked with smaller groups of scholars, African scholars who came together, and we had to actually develop grant applications right from the scratch. I found that very, very interesting and very enlightening. It was also an opportunity to also engage with other African scholars. For instance, we had people from Kenya, people from Ghana, we had other Nigerians, and I think also from Mozambique. So I found that very, very nice to be able to work together as a team. I think the course is very, very good. I highly recommend the course, not only for my colleagues at work, but for other African scholars, because as a scholar, the key aspects of our role and of our job, of what we do, is to seek for funding for our research. And in doing that, we have to write applications for funding. And so this course essentially taught us how to write effective grant applications and be able to actually attract funds for our research. So the course, I think I recommend it for every African scholar. Once you want to build your skill, you want to be a successful scholar, it's a course that should be done. Should be participated in. And so I highly recommend that course for African scholars. And I want to use this video to commend Professor Bright Nwaru and his team for the good work that they're doing. I think it's only God that can reward them for building the capacity of African scholars. I think it's a very good work they're doing. And so I want to say thank you and God bless you.
Hi colleagues, meet Dr. Godfrey Ike, a Ugandan public health practitioner currently supporting the WHO Regional Office for Eastern Mediterranean Regional Office as a senior public health consultant for COVID response. I recently participated in a week-long course organized by Frontiers Initiative on grant writing for African scholars, mainly aimed at helping to enhance their research capacity and career development in science. The content covered mainly identification of achievable and fundable projects, research and assessments of viable funding sources, funder relations, proposal writing, budget development, preparation of full proposal package for submission, and how to deal with post-award rejection follow-up with funders. The course was quite interesting. What I liked most overall was the approach, the practical case study examples, and different interactions across the continent of Africa. The teaching approach of the course was simple but yet very interactive and as well interesting. I would recommend this course for any scholar, colleague, scientist, and those who are out there for research. Please look out for this course. It's quite worthwhile. Any additional course caution mainly would be on basic how donors reject grants due to wrong formats or not abiding to basic requirements. Please, I urge you to follow them. Your next grant could be so close. Thank you.
Hello to everyone. I'm Isabel Samira Gonzalez Moreira. I'm from Cape Verde. I work for the Ministry of Health. I'm a biologist. The course was excellent. The methodology I used was participative, and there's a lot of dynamic between the participants. We did a group work. It was a very helpful training that I have done last year because I learned about the practicals and logistics of research fund. How to work with the different kind of funders, to local as well the international ones. Now I'm more confident in my grant application. The way that the professor Bright taught was the most interest for me. One of the most memorable experiences for me in this course was a tremendous learning experience to interact with the researcher from such a wide range academic background and field research. The approach of this course is the best one. This course has set all my expectations. I would like to recommend it to my colleagues that are doing master in public health, also to my institutions, as well to those who are in any field research. I'm confident that both my personal and professional relationship formed over 1 week will reach for far into the future. So, if you want to improve your research skill, be successful in your grant application, you must do this course. Thank you so much.
Good day, everyone. I'm Dr. Mrs. Esther Tolulope Akinyode. I am a Nigerian. I work presently at National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan, Nigeria. I am a plant breeder working on tomato and garden egg as my major crops of interest. I have an ongoing work on the development of tomato and garden egg for improved yield, nutritive content, and resistance to diseases. I'm a senior research officer with 8 years experience. The training on research funding and grant writing organized by Frontiers Initiatives has been a blessing to me. I had little knowledge about grant writing before the training, but after the training, I know better. We were taught on how to locate our founders and to know what they want, and also we were taught on how to collate our background, introductions, how to write a captivating title, how to write our aims and objectives, materials and methods, down to the budgeting and impact that it will have on the populace. Our teacher, Professor Bright, has been a good teacher. He taught us using a simple and understandable language. He broke the details down step by step in such a way that we're able to get everything involved in the writing. I say a big thank you to Professor Bright and his team for organizing this training for us free of charge. This is very rare in times like this. With this training, I'm confident that I can write a research grant that will be of help to my field of expertise. As an agric officer, I'll be able to have enough funds to carry out my research grant in order to have a quality research. I want to use this medium to encourage my colleagues and to recommend this course to them, especially those with little or no knowledge about grant writing. If you attend this course, you'll be able to get all the facts and you'll be sure that you'll be able to write an acceptable grant, which will eventually help you in getting funds for your research work in order to carry out quality research. Keep on checking this website for the next edition of this course. Thank you.
My name is Haysam Haju Abdul Wahid. I am Associate Professor of Animal Breeding and Genetics, Faculty of Animal Production, University of Bahri, Sudan. In general, this course, research funding and grant writing was excellent and comprehensive. Although the course was online, the way of presentation was wonderful and perfect. The organization and preparation was also excellent. And one of the most beautiful things about this course is the practical and training sessions and teamwork that we really need to progress in Africa, as it provides the opportunity to get to know scientists from other countries and exchange knowledge and experience. In fact, this course added to me a lot of information and facts that I was ignoring when I applying when I was applying to fund research project. The course was supported by adequate library resource. Finally, I thank Dr. Pride and African Science Volunteer Initiatives and those responsible for the success of such valuable resource. And I invite all my colleagues and students to participate in this course. Thank you very much for the opportunity to attend this useful course, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ngozi Demiliarono. I'm a senior lecturer in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I recently just finished an online course on research funding and grant writing organized by Professor Bright Wanru. So it's a very interesting course. It really exposed me to the peculiar methodologies needed used for grant writing. Professor Bright Wanru is always hands-on. During these courses, the breakout sessions were very useful and practical. I would definitely recommend this course to my colleagues because, this is an area that we lack. We lack mentoring on how to do this. We don't have, funding for our research that we would like to do. So if we are mentored and we know how to do this grant writing, then definitely, this is something that, will encourage us in the academia. I would like to encourage Professor Bright to keep up the good work. He's actually doing us a good service, especially those in the academia and those from my own part of the world. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Yasha Fashindaza. I'm a lecturer at Great Zimbabwe University, and I was a beneficiary of the grant writing course which was held from the 24th to the 28th of May. I benefited a lot from the course personally. One thing that the course has managed to do is that it has managed me to get out of my comfort zone and stimulated the desire for me to apply and search for grants. And I also learned how to write or come up with a good topic that's attractive probably to the grant donors, and how to write good aims and good objectives which have got meaning, which can attract funding as well, to work on my budget. I really appreciate the knowledge that we got. And one thing that really excited me was the fact that we were not just going there to learn how Prof. Maru was applying his grant, but we're given a chance to work in groups to try and apply for our own grants, which was very helpful because it was interactive in the fact that we were interacting with people from different countries. It really was helpful. I really appreciate. And for the course, I also appreciate the fact that everybody was allowed to ask questions, and people were providing answers, including Prof. Mwari himself. And it provided an environment where people were able to express themselves without any prejudice, which I really appreciate. The environment was so conducive for learning. And if the course is also to be advertised again, I will encourage my other colleagues to apply for it, because probably what I learned, they might leave it out, or what they will learn, I might have left it out. So together we can make a great team with knowledge and empowerment if a number of my colleagues are to attend the workshop. I really want to appreciate the work that Professor Mwari and the other volunteers who are doing to put African science forward. I hope the vision will keep burning and everybody will participate. We really appreciate the work you're doing. Thank you.
Science Initiative virtual workshop on grant proposal writing, organized by Professor Bright and his team. Overall, the workshop was a success and I was greatly impressed. The presentations were well structured, precise, coherent, and comprehensive paying attention to the needed details. The resource person was well experienced and cut out for the job. The approach used in this workshop was different from those I had participated in. It epitomizes the gains in collaborative research by putting together participants with different backgrounds to work together. The workshop was well structured and practically oriented with hands-on exercises that deepen the understanding of the participants. It provided conducive environment for collaboration. The gains of the workshop are enormous, and I dare recommend all persons with desire in grant proposal writing to join the next workshop. His selfless and dedicated service should be a clear call to duty for all African diaspora to contribute their best in all forms for Africa's renaissance. The workshop provides hope for the hopeless and instills the spirit of consultancy, passion for success, perseverance, and the can-do spirit for all, especially the junior and early career academics, and also reminds African academics of their indebtedness to self-mother Africa. I will certainly participate in subsequent editions if given the opportunity. And also, the most fascinating aspect of this workshop is the fact that the resource person has offered to upload, and indeed has uploaded, all the sessions and presentations as well as resource material on YouTube. The persons who were not opportune to be part of this workshop can indeed follow and be able to pick up the necessary rudiments of writing proposal to be enhance their processing academics, especially in grant proposal. I will call on all persons who have interest in proposal writing, especially grant proposal, to participate in the next workshop. Thank you all, Professor Bright. You motivated and keep doing your best for Mother Africa. We will cheer up, look up to you, and reach all the corners of Africa to give or deliver the needed impact you desire. God bless you.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn Neto de Vasconcelos. I am a biotechnologist by training, and I am currently the head of the Health Research Center of Angola. I am here to tell you a little bit about my experience with the grant writing course offered by Afri Scholars. So I would like to say that this was a very insightful experience, especially because I am at a stage where I am preparing to write my PhD proposal. I think that the course was also very interesting, especially because of the many stories and real-life scenarios that Dr. Bright Noiro presented to the group. These stories provided a link between the course content and real-life situations that many of us could relate to. I also think that the course was taught in a good format, and it allowed the interaction not only between the participants with Professor Bright, but also between each other. And this was very enriching. For instance, in my group, people had different backgrounds, different professions, and it was interesting reaching a consensus with all these different areas of knowledge and all these different experiences. So it was a really challenging but enjoying experience. I would definitely recommend this course to any scientists in early career or scientists that are stuck in their research career. This because this grant writing course is a great tool to allow us to get competitive in this scientific research world. All in all, I would like to thank Afri Scholars for being chosen to participate, and I would like to thank Professor Bright for the wonderful learning experience. Thank you very much. Bye.
Victor Zodemachuku, a professor of physics at Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agriwe in Nigeria, and a participant in the just concluded 5-day grant writing course organized by the Africa Science Frontiers Initiative and delivered by Dr. Bright Lam, the course was awesome. The delivery was superb and excellent. In my years as an academic, I've never seen a thing so well organized, so well delivered, that it met participants' expectations and went over. I'm so glad I was one of the African scientists that participated in that course, and each and every one of us would wish this course series continues. We appreciate Dr. Bright, Manu, and Emma. One thing that gladdens my heart is the course materials that was given us, from which my colleagues in my university and beyond will benefit. Africa stands to continue to benefit from such awesome initiatives. The grant took us through very vital tips, procedures that will make someone deliver good grant applications. At the end of the course, each of the 10 groups made presentations, and we all learned and are happy. It was as if we never wanted it to end, but good things also come to an end. We want to thank whoever has sponsored, all those who took part in the background staff who made it possible. We are so happy, and we want to reiterate that this course is run again and again. We will, myself and all the participants, feel that we will have to spread the word, and we will. Thank you, Dr. Bright, Manu, thank you, Emmanuel, thank you all who made it possible. From Nigeria, I say goodbye.
Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Ojoy. I am a Ghanaian and a research fellow with the Center for Gender Research, Advocacy and Documentation at the University of Cape Coast, also in Ghana. I am a participant of the African Scholars Grant Writing Workshop held in May and organized by Professor Nwaru. This workshop exposed participants to the skills required, the tools, knowledge and skills required in applying for a grant. It also exposed us to some of the reasons why we have to understand the need for grant writing workshop, what is expected. The workshop also exposed us to some of the key issues that we mostly overlook as grant writers and applicants. For example, when you are rejected, you tend to think that you have failed. Some of the nuggets that we exposed made us understand that, of course, failure is part of the grant writing process. And so when it comes, there's a need for us to be able to relax, take everything that happened in and seek feedback, and know that it's not the end. There are so many times that you can also go back and make it better. So the tools we again here is what is going to help us, a number of us that had failed before, to make what we wrote before better. Will I recommend this workshop to other people? Very well, and very much so, because then I feel that if we had this prior to how far some of us have come, then it would have made it very easy for us to be able to capture the things that we are missing out and make life easy. So I recommend this to everybody watching this on YouTube. Take your time, go through the videos that are here. If you hear about the whole next time and you want to be part of the practical experiences of the ongoing processes, you apply as well. I have already shared some with my colleagues who are looking forward to being part of the next one, and I'm grateful. I would say thank you to Professor Warren for the methods and the skills that he uses in teaching us, putting us in groups, exposing us to these nuggets where we share people's experiences of what they have gone through. It's great. It builds your confidence. If you have lost confidence in losing out on grants, this makes it possible for you to come back and know that, okay, you are not a failure at all. the team members with diverse experience also made it interesting because we picked ideas from each group, and it made it exciting and it did understanding for all of us. This workshop also not just exposes you as a grant researcher applying as a researcher applying for these grants, I should say. If you're a student that seeks extra funding for your thesis, if you're somebody interested in a postdoc, the questions answer session exposes you to other ways that you can make this better. So I would like to say thank you very much, Dr. Moore. Thank you for all you're doing for the scholars on the continent, and we're looking forward to doing things that will make you proud.
I am Professor Najim Abiola Adeshola Babarinde, the head of the Department of Chemical Sciences, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agowe, Ogun State, Nigeria. I participated in the just concluded online course on research funding and grant writing organized by African Science Frontiers Initiative, which was anchored by Professor Bright Nwaru. The course turned out to be insightful, impactful, in-depth, instructional, inspirational, impressive, and of course, inevitable. Fortunately for me, I was able to mobilize colleagues to participate in the course. And presently, I am planning to share the videos of the course with colleagues, not only in the field of chemistry, but in other fields to enable us to have interdisciplinary research and collaboration. The most interesting part of the course is the hands-on approach which it took, in that the participants were grouped to write proposals in different areas of human endeavor in the area of science, and it afforded the opportunity of interacting with colleagues across the continent of Africa to plan research proposal together. And I wish to recommend that such a course should in the future target institutional heads and administrators who are scientists, who have the power and the strength to mobilize colleagues towards participating in such a course. This will make such a course a train-the-trainer course indeed. Thank you.
My name is Zainab Qasim Mohammed. I am from Nigeria. I am a lecturer in the Department of Biochemistry, Kaduna State University. This course on research, funding and grant writing, organized by African Science Frontiers Initiative, came timely for me. I'm in a position whereby I need to be visible. My work needs to secure grant so that I can compete favorably with scientists across the globe. The most interesting thing about this course was my ability to work as a team with members from diverse backgrounds. The course was able to generate participants from all over Africa, from different scientific background. We had people from life science, some from medical line, while others were from the social sciences, and we all came together with one common goal. We had the growth and development of Africa at heart, and we did that by brainstorming and bringing up our ideas to come up with something novel so that it can grow Africa. All this was in the course of participating, in the course of learning how to write a grant that can be funded by organizations. So the conveners of this workshop have done well. The program is learner-centered. Participants were allowed to work together, bring up and come up with their ideas, where the conveners or the organizers now commented. They criticized positively, making corrections where needed and making recommendations. So all through, we were subjected to a discussion. Everything was explained to us. Writing and materials were shared online so that we could access and make up an input on our tasks, on our daily task. I will recommend this workshop to my colleagues. I've already started sharing information about what African Science Frontiers Initiative is, who they are, and what they do. I want to believe that next time this kind of program is being organized, many participants will come in. And I wish to say thank you very much to the organizers of this workshop for giving me the opportunity, out of many other participants that have applied, to be a part of this experience. Thank you very much. I'm most grateful.
My name is Dr. Johnson Pui. I'm from Africa Development and Strategy Center in Kenya. I'm a public health specialist and currently working as a health policy advisor. This research funding and grant writing course offered by Africa Science and Frontier Initiative was very interesting for me. I got to learn different tips and tricks for effective grant writing, which are key for any African scientist who aspire to apply for any funding grants. The facilitator is very knowledgeable, sessions are very interactive, practical, and are designed for anyone who has little or no experience in grant writing. In addition, we have nuggets from different groups, which are an eye-opener and also very inspiring. I will recommend this course as it's offered for free and it's available online. You can join wherever you are from the different parts of the continent, and it's really worth your time. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin Godonu. I'm from Benin and I'm a research assistant in Laboratory of Genetics, Horticulture and Seed Science. This lab is located in Benin, principally in the University of Abomey, Calavi. With this short video, I would like to share my experience with Frontiers. So since a long time, I was looking for a free course, a free online course, in order to improve my knowledge as a scientist. So I had the opportunity to follow the course entitled Research Funding and Grant Writing offered by Frontiers, and this course was very interesting. First, there are some interaction, the very good interaction. You have the possibility to ask questions and to have the adequate response from Professor Bright and from other colleagues who have already the experience in this field. So, secondly, the course was free for access, but free for access do not mean bad of quality. The course was the very high quality. You have the possibility to. You have also some homework that should be presented at the end of the course, and we have also the break time during which we work in group. And this course was very interesting, and I would like to recommend the course to anyone who have the possibility to follow. Please follow it, and as Professor Bright said through his message, please don't miss any seminar offered by Frontiers. So have a nice day. Thank you so much.
I am Dr. Uchawaji Josiah, a senior lecturer in the Department of Religious Studies at Adeleke University, Nigeria, and I'm a Nigerian by origin. I want to state that the ASFI grant writing course 2021 has been worthwhile. In fact, I discovered as a researcher, I'm still a novice. But thanks to the organizers of this course, Professor Nwaru and his team, I want to appreciate your expertise and also the skills in the course delivery. It was fantastic. In fact, the breakout sessions were so interesting. The interactions, the connectivity, and the networking, so superb. I want to state here that this course is worth sharing to other colleagues. I so far learned that the aim page, that's the page for the aim, need to stand out. You need to stand out the aims and the objective, which is a summary of the whole project. According to Professor Bright, it should be measurable rather than descriptive. And what interests me so much is the opening statement of the aim. In fact, the sections, the parts, say we need to formulate the 4 parts. And the first is the hook, which is the what and the why. I see the second part, which is what is known, and the third part, the gap in knowledge, and the fourth part, the critical need. This course is quite interesting, and going further, I discovered that each aim of the project need to have a methodology on how to achieve that aim. I want to appreciate Professor Bright and his group for putting up this course. It has been a worthwhile course, and I wish to share it with my colleagues and other colleagues from other universities. Thank you once again. We appreciate.
Good morning to all. I am Professor Mary Sheila, working as a Dean of Faculty of Engineering, Science, Computing in Pentecost University. I feel happy to share some of the word regarding this program because of such a very wonderful program. It helps the researchers, not only those who want to do research, but also those who want to get how to write funded project proposal. My humble request to the organizer is kindly collaborate this program with university and make the students to get benefit. Thank you and God bless you all.
Good day, ASFI, Africa Scientist Frontiers Initiative. Thanks for recently completed research funding and grant writing course. I am a Ugandan. My name is Mr. Joel Ward-Dema, PhD management student, 15 years, private sector management consultant, researcher, lately a COVID-19 pandemic researcher remotely engaged in public health. Professionally, I am a management consultant, researcher, public health practitioner, pest and disease controller, agricultural development expert. Currently, I am remotely engaged in COVID pandemic research in sub-Saharan Africa. I'm also engaged in a private sector health sector systems assessment in Eastern Mediterranean region, a historical researcher in malaria. Physically, I'm engaged in quality control, quality assurance, export-import certification, value addition, and training, etc. I am director, consultant, researcher, public health practitioner, management, and agricultural development specialist. African Science Frontiers Initiative research funding and grant writing course recently organized was very standardizing, insightful, provided opportunities for networking, mentoring, and grant application knowledge crucial for my research education and for research and development proposal writing in private sector. Teaching approach. The teaching approach was very excellent, comprehensive, participatory, practical, with handouts, interludes, videos, interactions, and so forth. I surely highly recommend all African scientists and my friends to attend this course in future. It's vital training to get out of the box. Please join SFI initiatives and fellow scientists. You either mentor or get mentored. Congratulations, African Science Foundation Institute. Thanks, that's the way to go. And that's the way to bridge the knowledge gap, advance science in Africa for Africans' development and betterment. Long live SFI, long live Africa and humanity. Thank you.
My name is Marion Kinama. I am a PhD student in marriage and family therapy at Pan-Africa Christian University. I'm here to encourage you to sign up for the research funding and grant writing course that is being offered by Professor Nwaru for African scholars. You will not go wrong by signing up. You will learn in groups, learn from others, African scholars. You'll connect with them from all over Africa, and we learn together in groups. We have a lot of reflections to do on articles that have been shared with us by Professor Nwaru, and from those articles we get nuggets or tips on key issues, what to do when you're grant writing an application and what not to do. The other thing is that there is a Dropbox. All the work is posted there. You also post your work there as a group, and so we learn from each other. It's a hands-on intense course, requires a commitment of 5 days, and I can assure you that you will not regret for having done that. So I recommend this course. It's free of charge. Can you imagine? It's free of charge for African scholars, and not many professors will share their skills and their knowledge free of charge. So don't miss out. It's being offered for free again next year. I recommend it to you as a researcher. I recommend it to any PhD student. I recommend it to governments. I recommend it to institutions that seek to make a difference in Africa. Even if it's in your village, don't miss out. Sign up for this course. You will not regret it. All the best as you continue to do your research and make a difference in Africa. Professor Nwaru is an African, and he's providing this for Africa. So I call it from an African for Africa. All the best.
Hello everyone. Hello Prof. Wright. I'm Luz Latella from Mozambique. First of all, I would like to thank you for this opportunity to participate in the research, finding and grant writing course. It was a great opportunity to improve my knowledge in the field of scientific research. I hope that there are more opportunities equal on this one, because it is only by mystifying scientific research that we will be able to find solutions to the main problem that the world is facing, especially in Africa continent. Thank you very much.